Hello everyone, I'm here with my next video on the English sample paper of class 10, and this is part 1 and this is a solved one. So here we will discuss how a question paper of class 10 is to be solved. So let's get started. So here I'll read out the general instructions for you. This paper is divided into Parts A and B. All questions are compulsory. Separate instructions are given with each section and question wherever necessary. Read these instructions very carefully and follow them. Do not exceed the prescribed word limit while answering the questions. And now we start with Part A. Part A is of 40 marks. This is the reading section, which is of 20 marks. Let's get started. Read the following passage. On the basis of your understanding of the passage, attempt any 10 questions from the 12 given. Write the correct answers against the answer option numbers in your answer sheet. Now, this is a discursive passage. We have MCQs and we have to attempt 10 questions out of 12. This is a choice for you. This is of 10 marks. Let's read the passage. We live in a society that is fairly obsessed with celebrities and their lavish lifestyle. The headlines in this cosmos are brought to you by the famous things said or done by these celebrities. The audience is the biggest reason why media published content about the private lives of the famous people. People are extraordinarily interested in what is said, worn, done, or eaten by this popular segment of people. The paparazzi industry earns through this endeavor of capturing the celebs' intimate spaces because it makes for a sound business plan for them. On the other hand, it is mandatory to keep in mind that these public personalities also have a private life that they want to protect from the outsiders. Their status of being famous and rich doesn't hand over the ultimate right of publishing any kind of personal information about them to the media. It has now become a huge trend to publish photos and stories which are focused on degrading famous people. This practice needs to be censored. It is completely normal to have all sorts of flaws and faults, but anything becomes a headline as soon as a celebrity projects it. It gives people a strange kind of pleasure to dig into the lives of these renowned men and women in the industry and to get to know that the people they admire do not actually lead a perfect, normal life as projected on screen. Conversely, there is a dependent relationship between celebrities and the paparazzi, wherein they rely on each other for their existence. They seem to almost have a symbiotic relationship. Celebrities need the exposure and the attention that they get from the media to maintain their popularity. They are yearning to be on page 3. It feeds into building a strong career ahead. The only time they become conscious of their right to privacy is after they make a place for themselves in the industry. Even at a stage when they have successfully established themselves in the industry, they can't expect the media to stop writing about them because it's the same media that gave fuel to them at a very nascent stage. As long as the audience wants to know about the private lives of famous personalities, the media is obligated to do their job. They will give it give in to this never-ending business of posting cover stories and photos. Nevertheless, it is given that public personalities are also entitled to practice their right to privacy as much as we do. Although ideally, media should not stop writing about famous people, it is strongly recommended that they set boundaries wherever and whenever required. Media must not give in to the temptation of publishing stories that can lead to the destruction of someone's life and career. Now let us see the questions. These are all MCQ questions and we need to understand and then pick the correct one. So let's see part 1 of the first question. Choose the sentence that has used the word censor correctly. The options are, my mother censored that she will be back on time from her trip. B part, Priya was quite upset after she received censor from her coach. C part, the sparrow's nest was censored by the little boy while he was playing. D part, the new bicycle bought by Nitin was censored last night. The answer is, since censor means the formal expression of severe disapproval, so the correct answer is B part. Priya was pretty upset after she received the censor from her coach, that is disapproval from her coach. All the other sentences have got this word wrongly used. Second part, choose the option that correctly defines a paparazzi. Here we can see 4 pictures. First one is the person who is giving the weather forecast. Second one is she's working for the radio, that is on AIR. Third one is a photographer and the fourth one is a news reader. Since paparazzi is independent photographer, so C option, that is the third one, is the correct one. That is the one which has a picture of a photographer. Part 3. The tendency to demean the life of celebrities helps the media to, option A, become famous, option 2, gain monetary profits, option 3, make celebrities popular, option 4, attract more audience. The correct answer is part 3, that is the option 2 and option 4. Let us see the option 2 and 4. Gain monetary profits, and 4 is attract more audience. All the media people, they want to gain profit and they want more and more people to watch their show. So they do it for this. Fourth part, choose the option displaying a responsible comment to this statement. Hey, did you know that the celebrity couple were in the news for committing a crime? Let's see what the 4 options are talking about and which is the correct one. The first person says, really? Share the names, please. Have the police arrested them yet? I bet there was an outrage in Tinseltown. Wish I could get my hands on a video posted online. The second person says, gosh, so exciting. Let's dig deeper. Did the other celebs post their reactions yet? Any memes or pictures posted online so far? Wish I was reporting on this. The third one is, no, guess we'll hear about necessary details over the news. Anyway, when are we meeting online for the project discussion? Number 4, I'm searching online right away. I know an online website that has celebs news update. I bet I can get my hands on something more about this. So the correct answer is option C, as this is a responsible comment rather than getting interested in gossips about others' lives. Part 5. Pick the option that lists the news items that a responsible media house would choose to publish about a popular actor. Part 1 is she recently went to a trip to Bali. Part 2, she is going through anxiety issues and takes medicines for the same. Part 3, she attended a promotion event for her upcoming show. Part 4, she is having some serious issue with her spouse. Part 5, she wore a designer sari to the Diwali party. So a responsible media house would pick the fifth option, which has got 1, 3 and 5 options. Let us quickly see 1, 3 and 5 options. She recently went to the trip to Bali. A responsible media house can talk about this. The third one is she attended a promotion event for her upcoming show. And the last one is she wore a designer sari. One should not be interested in the personal life of people. So a responsible media will never go deep into the personal life of any celebrity. Part 6. The true statement from the following. Media itself derives pleasure from writing about celebrities. B part. Public personalities have the right over their privacy. C part. Media writes about famous personalities to cater to the likes of audience. Part D. All public personalities are disturbed because of the paparazzi culture. So the option C is correct, where media writes about famous personalities to cater to the likes of the audience. According to the audience, they bring about the news. Part 7. Pick the option that aligns with newspaper headlines being referred to in the passage. Business idea of entrepreneur Hira Jayachand revives careers of billboard artists. Tia Balan trolled for her Cannes Festival outfit. Government releases rupees 11 crore for AG road repair. D part, Constar set to release next week. So the answer B part, Tia Balan trolled for her Cannes Festival outfit is the correct one. The question's 8 part, the passage uses the compound word nevertheless. Pick the option that cannot be paired with never to form the compound word. Now let us see the options. So one is ending, the other one is mind, the third one is view, and the fourth one is more. We all know that never ending is used, never mind is also used. Never view is never heard of. Nevermore is a correct one, so option 3 is the answer, where we never use never viewed together. Part 9. Identify the valid reason for which celebrities need paparazzi. Paparazzi means individual photographers. In order to get to be photographed with other famous people, because the paparazzi photographs are shot in ideal light, so as to remain in public eye, because paparazzi shots are a measure of success. So the option C is the correct one. All celebrities want to remain in the public eye. Part 10. Pick the option that depicts an instance of a symbiotic relationship. Radha cooks for Sheena and Sheena samples the dishes. Sharif keeps the change and Aksa leaves behind. Jane sketches the portrait for Jay and Jay paints them for Jane. Gursharan provides free catering for all the Dilshad's parties. The answer is C part. Symbiotic relationship means where each one is doing something for each other. Here Jane sketches the portrait for Jay and Jay paints them for Jane. So they both are doing for each other, which is also an example of symbiotic relationship. Part 11. The equation between paparazzi and celebrities is best described as stressful, love-hate, one-sided, manipulative. So the answer is love-hate. Part 12. Celebrities need the exposure and the attention that they get from media to maintain their popularity. Identify the option that is closest to the original meaning. Let's read the options. Celebrities need the praise and applause that they get from media to maintain their confidence. B part, celebrities need the pictures that they get from the media to maintain their public image. Third one, celebrities need the publicity and limelight that they get from media to maintain their position. And the fourth one is celebrities need the approval and acceptance that they get from media to maintain their celebrity status. The answer is C part. Celebrities need the publicity and limelight that they get from the media to maintain their position. That was the first part, the first question of the paper, and this is the second question. Read the following passage on the basis of your understanding of the text. Attempt any 10 questions from the 12 given. Write the correct answers against the answer options number in your answer sheet. So this is a case-based factual passage where you have to attempt 10 questions out of 12 and all are in MCQ form. This is a letter which I'm going to read for you. Let's see. Before we start reading the letter, let's read the note at the bottom. Not all parents responded to all the questions on the survey, and the trial period of no written homework was 66.9%, and this says that it is yes, with 31.7% people say no. So let's read and see what the passage is about. So this is dated 2nd April. Dear parents or guardians, first of all, I want to express our gratitude to you for tremendous response to our recent homework survey. We had an amazing 93% response rate. Please find enclosed the survey result sheet of your reference. We can see a table here where we can see pupils' attitude to homework, parents' attitude to homework. Is homework beneficial for your child? Does homework cause tension at home? How often does your son need help with homework? Would you like a time limit on homework? If so, how much time? And then we have positive and negative replies. You are supposed to go through this table properly for answering the questions that will be followed. In general, both parents and pupils had a positive attitude to homework. Many parents share that they felt it was very important for them to monitor their child's progress and added that revising work done in school was a main benefit of home assignments. A popular notion was inculcating the ability to work independently, and quite a few acknowledged that homework was helpful in its development. The opinion that their children would not learn to spell unless they engaged in homework was surprisingly common to a lot of parents. With regard to time spent on homework, many made the point about the need for limited homework to ensure family time in families with working parents. We would like to record our gratitude for all our suggestions for alternative homework activities, many of which were based on reading books and setting of physical activity goals instead of written homework. We understand the concern about homework-related stress and occasional reference about the repetitive nature of certain homework activities and shall address them shortly. The trial period of no written homework for a period of 4 weeks shall commence this session from Wednesday, 16th April, and its efficacy would be reviewed by the staff. We are most grateful to you for the many constructive suggestions and the feedback. It shall go a long way in improving the quality, relevance, and benefits of homework. Warm regards, yours sincerely. This was the letter and the survey that you must have seen in the tabular form. We are supposed to go through that table properly before we start answering the questions. Part 1. Out of every 100, roughly, dash parents contributed to the survey. Since in the beginning we read it was 93% people responded, so the best option over here is 90%, that is the B part. Identify the option that includes parents likely to favor allotting homework. Option 1 is Ishkaran's parents wish him to develop interpersonal skills. Number 2, Anita's parents wish to monitor Anita's ability to work independently. Third one, Jacob's parents hope to assess his class response in science and French classes. And the fourth one is Arik's parents hope to make Arik evaluate his day's learning. And the right option is C part, where we choose the second and the fourth option. Let's quickly see the second and the fourth option. Anita's parents wish to monitor Anita's ability to work independently. And fourth one is Arik's parents hope to make Arik evaluate this day's learning. Third one, based on the passage above, choose the option that does not display the homework exercises likely to be reviewed negatively. Let us see which of the option should not be or is not likely to be reviewed negatively. Pasting pictures of beautiful trees, reading a book and writing a review, copying passages in the notebook, preparing a chart about eating habits, and the fifth one is collecting data about cars in the neighborhood. And the correct option is B part, where 1 and 3 options are correct. Let's see the 1 and the third option. Pasting pictures of beautiful trees, this should not be reviewed negatively. And the third one is copying passages in the notebook. This also cannot be viewed because it is only being copied, so we cannot review it negatively. Fourth part, identify the option that lists the correct tone of the letter. Appreciative, forgiving, outrageous, objective, humorous. The correct answer is C part, where we saw that the letter was appreciative because so many parents responded, and the fourth part, that is objective, it was very objective. It was seeing how the response was done. There was nothing bossy or humorous or outrageous or forgiving in the letter. Fifth part, choose the statement that is not true about certain aspects of homework in terms of its frequency. Number 1, the least number of people believe homework doesn't help their child at all. Second one, less than half of the children need help with their homework sometimes. Number 3, most children think that tension is caused by homework at home always. Number 4, the number of the children who don't need help with their homework all is the least. When we go through the table, we come to know that option C is the correct one, where less than half of the children need help with their homework sometimes, and most children think that tension is caused by homework at home always. Choose the option that shows the image with the correct amount of time required to do the homework according to the survey. When you go through the table, you will see and understand that option 2 is the correct one, where according to this chart, 60 to 90 minutes is required by a very, very small fraction of people, and 15 to 30 minutes is taken by maximum number of people. If you see if you see and study the table, you will find that option second is the correct one. Question 7. Choose the option that shows a graph with the correct proportion of pupils and parents' approach towards homework according to the passage. And when we read and study the table, we come to know that option 4 is the correct one, where this amount, option 4, is the nearest to what we have read in the table. That is the pupils and the parents' approach towards homework. Question 8. Choose the option that incorrectly depicts the ratio of people against the time limit on homework and the ones in favor of it. Now, if we read the passage, we come to know that the option is the ratio of people against that of the time limit on homework is 1/4. And if we see all the options, the first one is 1/4. The second one is also 1/4. If we cut 2 and 8, then it comes to 1/4. The third one is 4/1, while the fourth one is again 1/4. So the correct option is option 3, which is the incorrect option. Question 9. Pick the option that could not be an answer to the survey questions by the parents, were it verbal. Mrs. Chinoy, I think any homework that requires the child to engage for more than half an hour is problematic. B part, Sri Jay Prasad, it'll be easier for all of us if there are more group assignments than individual tasks. Third one, Dr. Siddiqui, I'm glad these home tasks are assigned. At least my child sits at the desk to review content done at school. D part, Lieutenant Colonel Neha. Yes, indeed, some physical activity as home assignment would be a great idea. So the option that could not be an answer to the survey is the B part. That is, Sri Jay Prasad, it will be easier for all of us if there are more group assignments than individual tasks. This is not what the survey talks about. Question D. The survey does not assess students' attitude towards homework, stress caused to the students because of homework, capability of a student doing homework, the time spent on doing homework. Now, as we have already seen and read the table, the first, second, and the third one are all mentioned in the table. Students' attitude is also there. Stress caused is also there. Time spent is also mentioned over there. It is the capability of a student doing homework is not measured in any of this survey. Question 11. Pick the option that depicts examples of homework activities proposed by the parents. Writing an article on the topic, technology, boon or bane. Number 2, read Ruskin Bond's short story, The Thief. Third one, complete one exercise for the chapter Integers. Number 4, dedicate 1 hour to physical activity. Number 5, help your parents with some home chores. So the option that depicts examples of homework activities proposed by parents is the option C, that is 2 and 4, reading a story and dedicating 1 hour to physical activity. Question 12. Pick the option that suggests the approximate representation of data of parents who were not keen about trial period of no written homework. And as we can see, the best option is the third one, and that is the correct answer. Let us quickly start with the literature part. Read the following extracts and attempt any one by answering the questions that follow. Write the correct answers against the answer option number in your answer sheet. This is of 10 marks. This literature part is of 10 marks and this particular question is of 5 marks. Dearest Kitty. So this is from the Diary of Anne Frank. Let's quickly read the passage. Our entire class is quaking in its boots. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who'll move up to the next form and who'll be kept back. Half the class is making bets. GN and I laugh ourselves silly at the two boys behind us, CN and Jackus, who have stocked their entire holiday savings on their bet. From morning to night, it's you are going to pass, no I'm not, yes you are, no I'm not. Even G's pleading glances and my angry outbursts can't calm them down. If you ask me, there are so many dummies that about a quarter of the class should be kept back, but teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. Let's quickly start the question. Choose the image that depicts the correct meaning of quaking in its boots. Quaking in its boots means being nervous, and the correct option is C, where we can see the child in a very nervous and quivering condition. So option C, that is image 3, is the correct answer. The teachers have been called the most unpredictable creatures on earth because they are partial to students while giving grades and results. Nobody can infer what results will be given to the different students. Teachers often dismiss students when once asked about the results. They don't understand that the students get stressed about the results. The correct option is B part, where nobody can infer what results will be given to the different students. That is why teachers are regarded as the most unpredictable creatures. GN and CN in the above passages are examples of pseudonyms, colloquialism, initials, or acronyms. And as we can see, the correct option is C part, that is their initials. Choose the statement that is not true according to the given extract from Anne Frank's diary. Let us see the options. The teacher was going to declare who passed and failed. B part. Two of her classmates gambled about the teacher's decision. C part. Her betting classmates didn't desist despite her display of annoyance. And D part. Only 1/4 of the class deserved to be considered for an upgrade. So the correct option is D part, which is not true. Only 1/4 of the class deserve to be considered for an upgrade. Let us see question 5. Choose the pair of antonym that fit the underlined set of words in the given sentence. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who'll move up to the next form and who'll be kept back. The options are be promoted, be demoted, B part, get promoted, maintain status quo, C part, be considered literate, be considered educated, D part, succeed, drop out. So the correct option is be promoted, be demoted. Let us see the B part. The moon was coming up in the east behind me and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. I should call Paris control room, I thought. As I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088 here. Can you hear me? I'm on my way to England. Over. So this we all know is from the chapter, The Two Stories of Flying, and this is the second part. Question 1. The option that depicts the nose of the aeroplane. And as we can see, the third option is the correct one, that is the nose. We can see the picture over here of a Dakota. Question 2. Based on the extract, pick the option which does not depict the thought the pilot was likely to have had when flying back to England. A part, I'm so excited to meet my family. B part, the sky looks so beautiful. C part, what if I don't reach England safely? D part, finally I will go on my long pending trip. The correct option is what if I don't reach England safely. This was never thought by the narrator. In the sentence, Paris Control Dakota DS-088. Here, can you hear me? I'm on my way to England. Over. Over suggests that the pilot is conveying that his message is over and no response is needed. He has flown the aeroplane over the prescribed limit. His message is over and he waits a response. His journey is about to conclude in some time. So the option C is the correct one. His message is over and he awaits a response. Part 4. In the sentence, I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family, the underlined phrase can be replaced with was comfortable about, was wondering about, was excited about, was pleased about, and the best option is was excited about. Choose the option that is valid. The calm and peaceful setting in the given passage is writer's way to negate the effect of the problems ahead, heighten the impact of the dangerous situation ahead, ease of the impact of the dangerous situation ahead, distract the readers from the approaching dangerous situation. So the correct answer is B part, where you heighten the impact of dangerous situation ahead. Question 4. Read the following extract and attempt any one by answering the questions that follow. Write the correct answer against the answer option numbers in your answer sheet, and this question 4 is also of 5 marks. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Belinda embraced him, Mustard licked him, no one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. So this is from our humorous poem, and let us see the questions. The imagery in the last 2 lines of the poem is humorous, disastrous, fabulous, generous. The best option is humorous because it is very funny. Question 2. Pick the options that identifies the literary device used in these lines. And gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. Here we can see the consonant sound of G being repeated in gulped and grog. So this is an alliteration. Question 3. Choose the options that correctly use the word moan. Let's quickly read the sentences. The little girl moaned the new dress her aunt gifted. He moaned the loss of data stored on the hard drive. C part, the grocer gave moaned excuses to the customers. And D part, I was trying to be moaned in my actions, but I failed. The correct sentence where the word moan is correctly used is B part. He moaned the loss of data stored on the hard drive. So whenever there is a loss, it is at that time we moan. Question 4. Choose the statements that are not true out of the following. The pirate swallowed some liquid out of nervousness. The dragon had victoriously devoured the pirate after all. The cat and the dog were dancing joyfully around. the little girl scolded the dragon for killing the pirate. The correct answer is option D, where we have the two statements 3 and 4 wrong. The cat and dog were dancing joyfully around. This happened much later. In this scene, this was not there. And the little girl scolded the dragon. She did not scold. In fact, Belinda was very happy when he had eaten the pirate. Question 5. The poem can be classified as an elegy, a sonnet, a limerick, or a ballad. And the right answer is a ballad. A ballad is a poem or a song narrating a story in short stanzas. And this story was a perfect example of a ballad. D part. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. So this is an option. You should attempt the question which you are very sure of. When you are given choices, you have to be very, very manipulative. Let's see the first question. Pick the option that correctly identifies the message of the poem. Crows are beautiful creatures. B part, every day has something good in it. C part, small incidents can have a huge impact. D part, human moods are fleeting. The correct option is small incidents can have a huge impact. It was a small incident of by the movement of the crow, snowflakes falling on the poet and bringing about a change in his mood. So it was a small incident which brought a huge impact. Question 2. On the basis of your reading, pick the characteristic of nature that is highlighted in the passage. Nature is immortal. Nature is everlasting and unchanging. Nature has a soothing effect. Nature makes human life possible on earth. Although all the options according to nature are correct, but this passage tells us that nature has a soothing effect. So C part is the correct option. The sentence that depicts correct use of the word rude. Ajay was ruined by his friend's behavior that day. She ruined the day as she had hurt her ankle in the accident. He felt that lately he had been rude to his mother. And D part, Samir rued with anger on seeing inequality towards his peers. The best option is the B part, that is, she rued the day as she had hurt her ankle in the accident. This is the correct option, which properly brings out the meaning of rued. Fourth one, pick the option that correctly depicts the literary device used in stanza 2, line 3 of the given poem. Line 3 of the given poem, if you see, has got again the consonant sound being repeated, and that is alliteration. Fifth part, pick the option that identifies the colors used by the poet to depict the contrast in the poem. Options are black and blue, black and white, blue and white, and white and blue. If we go through the poem, we can see that the poet has used the colors black and white, where black is the crow and white is the snow. Even the hemlock tree is covered with snow and it has got white leaves and flowers all over. So the correct answer is black and white. Let us quickly start grammar. Grammar part is also of 10 marks. This is the question 5. Fill in the blanks by choosing the correct options for any 2 of the 4 sentences given below. Write the correct answers against the answer option numbers in your answer sheet. Number 1. Latika dash since 7 p.m. The options are was missed, will be missed, has been missing, and misses. Whenever the words since and for are being used, It is always the perfect continuous tenses. Here it is present perfect continuous. Latika has been missing since 7 p.m. Number 2, your team dash be disqualified, but let's see. Here we have to use the correct modal: should, might, need to, and can. As we can see in the sentence, your team dash be disqualified, but let's see, that means something is not sure about, and the best option is might. Third one, my mother will earn back dash penny spent by the family. We have to use the correct article: each, either, any, every. My mother will earn back every penny spent by the family. Fourth one, I dash only speak dash Spanish. Options are could and few, can a little, would little, can the little. So the correct option is can a little, that is the B part. Let us quickly put these words and see how the sentence is. I can, so this shows ability, only speak a little Spanish, that is not much, a little. Question 6. Choose the correct option to complete the following passage about opera music. Write the correct answers against the answer option number in your answer sheet. Let's quickly see the passage. Opera is a form of performative art dash in Europe, wherein emotions dash to the audience through music dash vocal and instrumental, and the correct option is option. I have written the answers here. Let's quickly put these answers. The options in the first one is C, in the second one is B, and in the third one is D. Let us put the correct words and read the passage again. Opera is a form of performative art originating in Europe, wherein emotions are conveyed to the audience through music, both vocal and instrumental. Question 7 is, choose the correct option to complete the summary of the following conversation. Write the correct answers against the answer option numbers in your answer sheet. This is of 5 marks and this is based on reported speech. Let us quickly see the conversation between the waiter and the customer. The waiter says, "What will you like to order, sir?" The customer says, I would like a plate of spaghetti with some fresh lime soda." The waiter says, "Okay, our today's special dessert is complimentary with the meal." Customer says, "What a great day it is." Let us read the passage that is required to complete. The waiter asked the customer what dash to order. After taking the order, the waiter also told him that, second part, dash special dessert. Third part, dash meal. The customer. Fourth part, dash what a great day. Fifth part, dash. The options are given. Let us see the first part options. Would you like? Will he like? Would you like? He would like. The options of second part are today's, their today's, that days, are that days. Third part options are was complimentary with the. B part is complimentary with our. C part had been complimentary with the. D part has been complimentary with the. Fourth part options are ordered, exclaimed, said, ordered. Fifth part, it is, it was, is it, was it. And the answers are, first part is he would like, second part is that days, third part is was complimentary with the, fourth part is exclaimed, and fifth part is it was. I hope you all were able to understand each and every question, go through it again and try to understand, do it logically. You have to put a little logic while answering the unseen passages. We'll meet in the next video with the rest of the paper. Till then, goodbye. Do take care of yourself.